years old. Newly married to his French bride, Mary of Guise, he is at the height of his powers. Ambitious and successful, James is determined to make his mark in the world. He's begun building a palace here at Stirling Castle, the like of which has never been seen before in Scotland. An innovator and an outstanding self-publicist, James does something quite remarkable in his new building. He covers the massive exterior walls of this palace, its most public face, with over 250 individual sculptures. These serve as a huge advertisement for the young king, celebrating his taste and credentials. The palace is as much a political statement as it is a royal residence. An incredible building designed to promote James V's right to rule and to position him as a true celebrity on the 16th century European circuit. This was a truly monumental scheme, not only a feat of great technical skill, but one which was executed at enormous cost. These sculptures would have made a powerful first impression on visitors to the castle in the 1540s. And taking pride of place on the most important corner of the palace is an almost life-size sculpture of King James V himself. Today, the sculptures have been eroded by wind and rain and air pollution. But thanks to detailed historical research and state-of-the-art laser scanning, we can get some idea of how they might have looked in their heyday and of the rich detail and decoration that would have greeted visitors. But the king is not alone. Standing alongside him is an impressive lineup. Who are they? No mere mortals, but the gods and goddesses of the classical era. So why would James position these figures here? Well, they are all designed to tell a story about the king's greatness and the benefits his reign would bring. The clue to the scheme is this figure, the Roman god Saturn, who ruled over a legendary golden age, a time of great peace and prosperity. By putting Saturn on his palace, James is letting his people know that his rule, just like Saturn's, brings a new golden age to Scotland. Next to Saturn, and taking up central position, is Venus. Traditionally thought of as the goddess of love, Venus is normally represented with her son, Cupid. But there is no Cupid here. Instead, above Venus's head, you can see what remains of the tail and wings of a bird. Could this be the dove of peace? James put Venus here to tell of the harmony that would be enjoyed under his rule. When James V designed his palace, he was drawing inspiration from magnificent French chateaux such as Fontainebleau and also from Italy. In the 1530s, something interesting was happening in Italy. Coinciding with new building works, a number of ancient Roman sculptures were uncovered. Among the finds was this statue of the goddess Flora. Could news of these significant finds have reached James's ears in Scotland? One clue lies with this sculpture in the Palace of Abundance. She is there to tell of the prosperity which James's rule brings. Could she be modelled on the classical statue of Flora? Do the similarities in her step, the way she holds her drapery across her legs, and her raised left hand suggest that James and his sculptors knew of her classical counterpart? It's perhaps hard for us today, looking at the palace 500 years after it was built, to envisage just what an impact these remarkable sculptures would have made in all the soil. Today, as you step outside into the courtyard, look up at the sculptures and you'll see more than statues, more than a unique piece of European Renaissance architecture. What you will see is James V's grand design, an enduring statement in stone of his right to rule